Back in Week 14, the Bengals lost a thriller in their last game against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gardner. Side, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Aaron Siposs now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now, 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And Marshall's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 93 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here. As this time they come up empty. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. That's complete right side to Lazard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
What's the deal, y'all?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. On third down, Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you have.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Burrow on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. First down, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Dancing to his left. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively.
Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The final shot before half for Brady. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On play action, now Brady. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42. And the busy night for Henry continues. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll run for it with Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Burrow on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fields.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Steps away to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. A check down here for Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 21. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Henry. Bulldozes past him, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
To throw, Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 1. 1:06 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Burrow. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A try here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the...
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding of the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. Charles, it's